Slope-intercept form is one of three ways that you'll learn how to write the equation of a line. It comes right from the name that in slope-intercept form, you plug in a slope, which is represented by m, and a y-intercept, which is represented by b. When it's all said and done, x and y are going to stay x and y, but to help you find the slope, or to help you find the y-intercept rather, you can use x and y to your advantage by plugging in a point that they give you. So, let's do an example together. In this example, we're going to find the equation of a line between the 2 points, or the line that goes through the points 2, 4 and 4, 12. To do that, you first need to find the slope. Your first step is always to find the slope. Now, sometimes they're going to give you the slope, but if they give you two points, you have to use the slope formula to find it. So, we're going to do the change in y. So, 12 minus 4 over 4 minus 2. And when we simplify this, we get 12 minus 4 is 8, 4 minus 2 is 2, and we get a slope is 4. Now, plug in what you know. So we know m is 4, so we have y equals 4x plus b. And we can choose either of the 2 points that they give us, 2, 4 or 4, 12, to plug in for x and y to help us solve for b. Now, it doesn't matter which one, but I always think it's a good idea to use whatever numbers are easier to work with. So in this case, the smaller numbers. So I'm going to plug in a 4 for y and a 2 for x. If you don't see it, I'm using this first point right here that they give me, 2, 4. And now I'm going to come up here and simplify. So I have 4 equals 8 plus b. And when I subtract 8 from both sides, I get that b is equal to 4 minus 8, which is negative 4. So now we have b, we have m. So now our final step is to plug in m and b, and we get y equals 4x minus 4. And a good way to check that your equation is correct is to take one of your points, maybe try the other point, plug it in, and see if the statement makes sense. So here's our final answer, but we're just going to check it work real quick. We're going to plug in 12 for y and plug in 4 for x. So we have 12 equals 4 times 4 minus 4, and 4 times 4 is 16, and when we subtract 4 we get 12, so it checks out. So this is our right answer, y equals 4x minus 4. Now I would like you to try one on this next slide. Pause the video as you try it, and then hit play when you want to see how you did. Alright, well remember, the first step is to find the slope. So we're going to do that by using the slope formula. So in this case, I can say 1 is my y2 minus negative 11, which is my y1. So 1 minus negative 11 over 2 minus 5. So when I simplify this, 1 minus negative 11 would be 1 plus 11, which is 12, over 2 minus 5, which is negative 3, and that will simplify out to negative 4. So now we have y equals negative 4x plus b. Remember, x and y represent any point on the line. 5, negative 11 and 2, 1 are both points on the line, so you can use either of these 2 points to plug in for x and y to solve for b. I suggest we use 2, 1 just because those are smaller, easier numbers to work with. So I'm going to plug in 1 for y, and then 2 for x, and b stays as b because we're solving for it. So when we solve for b, we have to do negative 4 minus 2, which is negative 8. And to get b alone, we're going to add 8 to both sides, and we get b is equal to 9. So our final answer is going to be right up here, y equals negative 4 x plus 9. And again, you should always check your work, and you do that by taking either of the points, try the other one, plug it in for x and y, and see if the statement makes sense. So I'm going to plug in negative 11 for y, so I'm going to use the other point. So that's going to be equal to negative 4 times x. X is going to be 5 plus 9. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20, plus 9, and that's going to come out to negative 11, same as the left side. This checks out, so y equals negative 4x plus 9 is our answer. Hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.